Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
This is IFBB Pro Terrell Robertson, Mr. DD Fitness Self, and I'm on PoPolitickin.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast, like, comment, and subscribe to this interview. I'm now politicking my homie Terrell Robertson. He is the CEO of Dig Deep Fitness, LLC. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, man. How's everything going?
I'm wonderful, man. So let me know about your background. Where you from?
Well, I was born in Compton, California. I moved to Louisiana, went to Southern University, graduated in business management, pledged Omega Psi Phi. Worked for Homeland Security for about 12 years, 11 years. Doing disaster work, and it got to a point where last year in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was the Great Flood, and I lost everything in the flood. Had 5 foot of water in my house, and after just dealing with the flood and everything, and seeing how short life is, I decided to take Dig Deep Fitness full time. I was doing it part time for about 5 years, and I knew where my passion and my love was, and to helping people be healthy. So I just stepped out on faith about 3 months ago, and so we're trying to get things lined up and see how it goes.
All right, so how long have you been involved with fitness?
I've been involved with fitness. You're looking at 10 years at least. I was an athlete in high school, and then even out of high school, I kind of just stayed in shape. And then living in Louisiana, I see a lot of people being unhealthy. So I just woke up and was like, man, I would like to do something to help change that demographic, because in Louisiana, people invest in food, but they don't invest in their health. You know, so I just kind of started training people one-on-one and getting into it. I really wanted to reach the obese kids, because we have a lot of obese kids in Louisiana.
So what are some of the core concepts that you apply to your fitness philosophy?
Well, I tell them principle progression. I tell them Rome wasn't built in a day. And a lot of people look at me and they be like, oh man, you fit, you muscular, I ain't ready for you yet. I say, nah, don't let it fool you, because your body can do what your body can do. Can't nobody force your body to do overwork. And if they do, they're not helping you reach your goal. My goal is to take it one step at a time, and as your body adapt to what we are doing, and then we move on to the next stage. If you do it that way, it helps people see improvements. Once they see improvement, they get more motivated. Once they're motivated, it's kind of like they locked in. So that motivation is the key.
So how long you been, that's what's up. So who are some of your influences with the fitness? Like how you got into it, like bodybuilders or who?
Well, honestly, I just started bodybuilding in 2014. I followed it, but I didn't follow it. I used to look at different people, and it's funny, but I seen what I watch TV, and I see these fitness gurus come on TV, and I just looked at it and say, hell, that could be me. I feel like I possess everything that they have. So then I had to ask myself, well, why isn't you? Why isn't it you? And just realized because I wasn't taking the proper steps to make it me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I just kind of went out there and started just doing a little bit at a time, helping one person at a time. I figured if I help one person, I've done something. And I was in I guess I called it a relationship, but relationship comes with communication and both people on the same page being equally yoked. And come to find out it wasn't, so it went south. And instead of us harping on what went wrong or what could have happened, I found something to, I guess, take my attention away. And one day I was training, and a friend of mine was like, "Say, bro, won't you won't you come do this competition with me?" I say, "Competition?" I say, "Man, I ain't never did nothing like that." And he was like, "Yeah, it's on such and such day." Come to find out, the day was April 26, 2014, and that was my birthday. So I did it just to have something to work towards, to see, and let me push myself as I motivate other people to push themselves. What can I do to lead by example? So I did and pushed myself, and I stepped on stage for the first time, and I got 2 second places. And then once I got on stage that night, I say, "You know what? You better than second place." So I was hooked at that right then. So went doing it. But the funny thing about it, what I try to lead by example, and I let people know that no matter what you're going through, it shouldn't stop where you're going.
I'm saying, so what are some of your eating principles?
My eating principles, I stay away from a lot of fast foods, anything green and grilled. I watch my sodium intake, and what a lot of people do is they have a misconcept of saying, "Well, I went such and such and ate grilled chicken and such and such." But yeah, you ate grilled chicken, but you don't know how they cook that grilled chicken.
Right.
A lot of people cook that grilled chicken with a lot of sodium in it. So yeah, you ate grilled chicken and vegetable, but you ate a grilled chicken and vegetable with a lot of sodium. And if your body's already retaining water, what sodium gonna do is make your body retain more water. So then you'll be bloated and hold water. So a lot of times, especially women, a lot of us, they want to be scale readers. They're not understanding that the scale is manipulative, because water weight and actual weight loss is two different things. You're looking at 2 to 3 pounds a week of actual fat. Somebody said, "Oh man, I lost 6 pounds this week. I'm doing Yeah, you lost 6 pounds, but you didn't lose actual fat. You lost water weight, which gonna come back and gonna go, and gonna come back and go. So our game plan is to basically get you where you burn the actual fat. So my eating principles are try to eat anywhere from 4 to 5 times a day. And the reason for eating 4 to 5 times a day is so you can speed your metabolism up. If you speed your metabolism up and put your body in a fat burning state, it will help you lose weight. Then I get a lot of questions like, "Man, I'm trying to lose weight. How eating more gonna help me lose weight?" The average mind start thinking when you eat more, you're gonna gain weight. Well, when you eating the right things and portion sizing and reading labels and knowing what you put in your body, so I tell my clients, let me understand what your body can do. So I may start them off on 120 grams of carbs and see how per day, and see how their body responds to that. And let's say they losing too much weight at 120 grams carbs a day, then I know, okay, I can increase the carbs. Or let's say they're plateauing, they're not doing anything. Well, let me cut my carbs. But somebody come to me and say, "Hey, I want to lose weight," and I ask them, "Well, what's your carb intake? How much protein you take?" And you can't tell me that, then I don't know what you're doing to be able to achieve your goal. So basically, I help you lay the foundation so we can understand what we have to build from.
Now, what about supplements?
Supplements, I keep it basic. Anything naturally. I do a lot of BCAAs for recovery. A lot of people do protein shakes. I'm not big on a protein shake because it don't work well with my digestive system. So it all depends on the individual. But you want to get your B12s in. You want to get your vitamin C's in every morning. And if you are doing something like taking any type of harsh supplements, you may want to add some milk thistle, because that's going to help clean your liver and your kidneys out.
Are you taking amino acids?
Yeah, that's in your BCAAs. So your amino acids is in your BCAAs. So a lot of times I drink my amino acids. It's an intra-workout, so it helps with your recovery. A lot of times also I do ZMAs will have a little melatonin in it to help me rest at night.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, if you're as physical as I am, your body's resting, but you're not resting. You see what I'm saying? You're tired and you're sitting there relaxing, but it's hard for you to go to sleep. So you want to put your body in a relaxing state. And if you into working out a lot, you may do you a casein protein shake at night before you go to bed, because what casein is, it's a form of protein that reaches your muscles slowly. So throughout the night, it'll be going feeding your muscles while you sleep.
And it's in cottage cheese too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying, so how much of this do you think is mental?
I think it's all mental, really, because I feel that can't nobody tell you what you can't do, but you. You see what I'm saying? So you can sit there and look at a picture and say, man, I want to be like that bodybuilder. Guess what? If you put the proper steps in place, you can be like that bodybuilder. You can say, oh, man, I got all this shit on me. No, there's no such thing, because it's personal progression. You got to start somewhere. You can't just move your mouth. You got to move your legs. And I do, I'm a distributor for Advocare. And what Advocare is, they have different supplements where they have your BCAAs, your arginine that helps blood flow to your muscles for recovery. But they also have what they call a 24-day challenge. And I sell it to a lot of my clients because I want to hold them accountable. And if they invest $215 in the 24-day challenge, it's holding them accountable. That breaks down to about $8 a day. The first 10 is 2 phases in it. The first 10 days is the cleanse phase. So it's going to have your probiotics, all your vitamins in there, all your fiber in there, and it's going to come with a meal plan on telling you what you should do and what you should eat every day. At what time, bam, bam, bam. It's a step-by-step, how much water you should be drinking. And then once you get past the 10 days, on day 11, it starts the second phase where it's putting vitamins back into your body. And it's almost give you like you know how GNC have their multivitamin pack? Where it has something like that, where you're going to give you vitamins to take throughout the day. It's going to be color-coded, so it's going to tell you what to do, how to do it, so it won't be no confusion. And what I find is, from day 1 to day 24, a lot of people lose anywhere to 8 to 15 pounds naturally. So that's one of my main selling points with the 24-day challenge.
But even like when you lifting, they were saying like you gotta have like the mind muscle connection, so you should be like when you lifting, like visualizing the muscle growing and stuff like that. Do you do that?
Well, when you lifting, I visualize technique. As you do your proper technique, that's gonna help you make your muscles grow. A lot of people get in there, they throw weight around, or they put more weight on the rack, and then they gotta twist and turn just to lift it up.
Right.
Well, you're not benefiting your body. What I do is I isolate those muscles and I concentrate and I keep a good pump on it. So and I do high volume. So I may do 4 sets of 15 in chest, and then I may come back and do another 4 sets of 15 on another body part. Now, if I'm supersetting 2 different body parts. I'm not going to superset the same body part. So, and that's where you get muscle fatigue, when you superset the same body part. So, let's say if I'm supersetting and I'm working chest, I may add some shoulders in there.
What do you think about steroids?
That's a question that I get a lot, because when somebody look at me, first thing they ask me is what I'm taking. Yeah, so I even made a shirt that say, "No, I'm not on steroids, but thanks for asking." You know, I have my own views on it. Like in the IFBB, I'm an IFBB pro, and in some leagues you may have some competitors that they choose that line of work. They choose to go that way to get that advantage. Me at 40, I'm like, if I don't have it by 9, I'm not gonna get it. And I'm trying to have kids. I don't know the end result of what steroids do to your body. Nobody really do. So it's taking the gamble. You know, we lost two bodybuilders this year, and
Yeah, that dude Rich in Dallas.
yeah. So and Dallas was on stage and collapsed at the Urno early in March this year. And I don't know what I can't sit there because I'm not a person that say I was in the bathroom with him or I walked with him and I actually seen him do it. So I never say somebody's on something if I never seen it. But my thing is right now, as a competitor, as a bodybuilder, we got to think our health first and competition second. And a lot of people think competition first and our health second.
So what do you think about? You kind of look like CT Fletcher. Anybody told you that?
Now, CT Fletcher is a guy that I kind of idol, being from California and knowing his history and what he's been through and how he overchanged it. And he's a no nonsense type of guy. You know, I went to California this past 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get a chance to go visit his gym, but that's on my next visit. That's where I want to go because if anything, I just would like to shake his hand because when he in there, he's like, there's no room for I don't know if the proper terminology to use for punking out.
Yeah.
Get in there, you're gonna hit this here and you're gonna eat this iron. You know, and that's my mentality when I'm in the gym. I'm like, let's go, let's eat, let's work, you know. And a lot of people come to me for personal training because they know I'm no nonsense. And I'm gonna push you. Whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for when you step in the gym with me.
And what do you think? Do you know about? I know it's like the Cali Muscle, the Hodge
Cali Muscle.
Twins, the Hodge Twins. I actually just had Brink's Fitness on my show. If you know about him, Brink's Fitness. Yeah, I had him on my show. You actually my second fitness guest. He was my first one.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So what? I guess what would be the main thing? Like to say, like somebody like just starting, they trying to take this for for real and make fitness a lifestyle. What would you tell them?
Don't get caught up in trying to make this happen overnight. Because somebody get in your ear and say, hey, man, if you take this here, you can gain 15 pounds of muscle or this and that. And you want to start putting things in your body that you don't know how your body's going to respond to it. And now, instead of trying to get ahead, you're setting yourself backwards. My thing is, fight for what you want. Take the time, get in the gym and grind, bust your tail. Because ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You know, I've stepped on stage many times with I feel physique better than some people that got placed ahead of me. But guess what? When I got off a stage, I poke my chest up and I go in the gym and I go back in the grind. I go back and grind because at the end of the day, I feel that they can't deny me. You know, one of my success stories when it comes to fitness is when I turned pro. I turned pro in August of 2016, August 31st. August 12th, like I say, my house flooded. I lost everything. I was gutting my house out during the day, trying to train at night, eating a basic diet. I'm talking about chicken and rice. And doing cardio, I'm pulling 24 hours because I had already paid for the trip to go to Pittsburgh. Now people telling me, man, you just lost all your possessions. Only thing you have is you, your truck, and your dog. Why you worrying about going to a competition? I say because I started training for it and I'm going to finish for it. I'm not going to let today's situation dictate my future. I ain't know what was going to be in store when I hit Pittsburgh, but I went in Pittsburgh with the tenacity of a bulldog. When I left Pittsburgh being an IFBB pro. Yeah. And that's if that's tells you anything about my determination, my determination about just life in general. That's why I kind of tell my clients, you may not get it right when you want it, but we take small achievements and we capitalize on it.
Yeah, I know, like especially like with bodybuilding, it takes like I was reading like it'll take like 5 to 6 years just to build your base. So a lot of people think like that shit. Yeah, it takes like 5 years to get that, the waist and the shoulders and chest, all that.
Exactly, and I just said 5 years. 5 years of consistently humping, and I tell anybody, if you want to get into bodybuilding and you can't diet for a year mentally, say, diet for 10 months out the year, it ain't for you. Because sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to go to a family function, and while everybody got greens, crawfish egg touffee, all on the table, you reach in your bag and you pull out some tilapia and asparagus. You know what I'm saying? So if your mindset ain't like that where you can handle that, then it ain't for you. Because sometimes you have to go above and beyond just to achieve your goal.
And how much of it is like, far as like, how much reading do you do on the subject?
Well, what I do on my reading part of it is basically what I can do to maximize my fitness business. So I'm about to go get another certification in nutrition. Then once I finish that, I'm gonna get a sports and a sports what is it? Sports science certification because I want to be fluent with what I offer.
What do you think about the weed, though? What about the weed? Good or bad?
The funny you asked me that, I had a competitor that I was helping, and she had did her first show, and I was like, she asked me to help because she ain't do as well as she wanted to, and I'm helping her, and she said, this shit crazy. All I want to do is smoke weed and drink Hennessy and eat kind of clean a little bit. I was like, you know what? Hey, I can't say weed will do anything for you because actually weed is natural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming from the earth. So a lot of times it may help you recover faster.
Got to go to sleep, huh?
Yeah. Because a lot of people think, and that's why I say help you recover fast, because a lot of people think that being in the gym 24/7 is what makes your muscles grow. No, recovery makes your muscle grow when you're resting and letting your body catch up with itself.
Then what I'm learning the most is a lot of people tell me is like your gains are made in the kitchen anyway.
Exactly. And I get up here on the Sunday and I put together 20, 30 meals for the week. And I post on social media so to show people that, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. I ain't nobody special. I ain't nobody different than you. When you get up in the morning, you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like me. So,
but was you fat or was you always in shape? Because some people I think you got like people that's like, you got a lot of people, they were skinny growing up, then they just started lifting weights. So I be kind of looking at it like that's easier than somebody that was fat and they get swole.
I was skinny. I was skinny, and I just gained muscle. But how I did it, I kind of dirty boat. Like when I lift heavy on legs or chest day, I'll go get some pancakes, Cracker Barrel. I'll go get a pizza, and I'll carb load. Like I wasn't scared to feed my muscle. And I tell people, they like, man, you got some good genetics. I say I'm thankful for it, and I'm gonna use them. But depending on the age, when you not even gonna say age, when you do decide to step into this bodybuilding ramification, you need to know your body. And one thing I ask, especially males, to go do is get your testosterone checked. Because if you have low testosterone, you're gonna lift, but you ain't gonna gain.
So what you were saying? You in Louisiana now?
Yes, I'm in Louisiana.
So I would say I know because I'm from Mississippi, so I know, like you said, you deal with a lot of obesity. So how is it? I know you probably like out here in California, fitness is more of a norm, but out there you kind of like the exception. They probably looking at you weird. So how is it dealing with all the obesity over there?
Well, it's rough, like I said, because a lot of people don't take interest in their health until
it's too late.
The doctors say you need to go and go work out. You need to do this, and you need to start changing your things. Because they'll look at me and say, hey, this is too expensive. $30 for a half hour or $50 for an hour. Or eating healthy is expensive. I can't eat that much.
Yeah, they just be talking because I noticed, like, especially vegetables are cheap. That's probably the cheapest thing in the stove.
Yeah, but then when you have to eat that protein, and you're eating 5 or 6 meals a day, and you not just going to the store and going to get beef that 80-20. No, you buying that 93-7, or that lean turkey. So you're not shopping the stuff that's on sale. You're shopping for that lean, less fat stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. How, like, I just want you to talk about how you came back from the house again, because might have people. That's a real strong story. So, what would you say to anybody that might be going through that right now or went through that?
Man, honestly, I would say stay positive. I had got a rude awakening when I told you I worked for the Homeland Security for 11 and a half years. I worked for FEMA. And as an employee for FEMA, even when I flooded, I caught hell trying to get assistance.
You work for them.
And I worked for them. But the first thing they wanted was me to get back to work. Yeah, like they'll try to do everything I can. How long you gonna be out? This and that, stressing me to get back to work. And I'm homeless. I had to basically fight just to get my name on the list to get a mobile home. And it's like, man, they wasn't giving, their max wasn't but $33,000. And when you come to a home and you look at somebody lost everything, not in the flood zone, so they didn't have flood insurance, and you trying to penny pinch them on what you gonna give them back. So they lost everything, and you want to give them $15,000, $17,000, $18,000 and say they can rebuild their home with that. But then they want you, the federal government, they want you to get in debt. So now they force you to go to SBA. So now you've created a loan that you didn't have before that you're paying back because your homeowner's insurance didn't help you, because you didn't have flood insurance, even though you pay your homeowner's insurance every year, every month. Ain't miss a beat. They ain't trying to set up a program to help you. The federal government gonna give you the bare minimum, and now you driving into debt just to get your life back to normal. So, and it can be frustrating. It can be depressing. But if you have in your mindset where you're not gonna depend on them to help you get yourself together, you're gonna take what you got and you're gonna do it by any means necessary to get back in your home. Because you have that fight, it gonna pull some of the stress off you of worrying about what somebody else gonna give you or what somebody else gonna do for you. And a lot of times it humbles us because we may have to live in a home that's not all the way finished. And we may have to do one room at a time. But guess what? Always know that doing one room at a time, when you finish, it's yours, it's done.
So what do you think about what did it teach you about material things?
Man, I grew up poor. So in my mindset, I always wanted to have nicer things and pay for it. But when it comes to material things, it's just a fad, because when you learn about depreciation, even with cars, and so when you learn about depreciation, you learn that the value of what you purchase diminishes when you put it in your home or when you drive it off the lot. I went and got one of the nicest TVs they had in the store.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? 3 months later, another TV gonna come with more functions in it.
Right.
So basically, you just got to be humble and don't forget where you come from. That's my thing.
All right, man. What would you like to tell all your fans, people that have been supporting your career so far?
Man, if one thing that I really would like, if you need any help, follow me on Instagram. Dig Deep Fitness LLC. You can inbox me. I'm here to help you. Because if there's no you, there wouldn't be no me in my career.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Man, bruh, this is a blessing. I thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We got to come back and do it some more. I always think like I said, I think kind of like with music, fitness should be more incorporated with music too. You know what I'm saying? They got to
Exactly.
preach that healthy lifestyle.
And I wanted to get back on one thing when I say when you learn about not depending on somebody else. I'm Omega. You know, when I lost everything, I emailed Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, Tom Joyner. Now all these cats, they had contract with like Lowe's and Home Depot where they were giving like $300 gift cards away just for people to redo their lawn and stuff like that. You know, and trying to get help. I didn't get a response from none of them. I could have been bitter, you know, salty, but when you put faith in somebody else, it's gonna make you It's gonna make you depressed. Like, damn, man, they got all this shit and they ain't trying to help me and I ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, just be patient and let it come to you.
So how you doing now?
Man, I'm almost finished, but I'm blessed, man. At the end of the day, I'm almost finished. I created some debt that I didn't have before. But as long as God, good Lord, keep blessing me, man, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
What's your social media?
In my Instagram is Dig Deep Fitness LLC. DIGDEEP FITNESS LLC. Dig Deep Fitness LLC. And I would like to get my following up, you know, because I feel that I have a lot to offer everybody. And when I turned pro, I didn't get a chance to reach out and try to find any sponsors, people who would like to sponsor me as an athlete, because I had to come home and find a way to get started to get it in my house. You know, when you homeless, like I tell people, I turned pro homeless. So while everybody else who turned pro getting these sponsorship deals because they can go do this show and that show, I didn't have that liberty. So now that I'm getting myself together, I'm trying to step out and do within my rank, within my price range, because A, I'm not sponsored. B, I got debt from getting back into my home from the flood, so I can't just go every place every time they have something, you know. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, my brother, and thanking God for everything, because sure, a week ago today, I didn't think I was gonna have my mama. She was rough in the hospital, you know, and she just got out on Wednesday, and I'm just helping nursing her back to health, and thank God for every opportunity I can to spend with her, because you never know when she's gonna be here and when she's not. So take care of yourself and love your family members. That's why I tell anybody, because, and if you want a reason to get healthy, think of your wife. If you have any kids and you sitting there unhealthy, think about let your kids be your wife of getting healthy, because you want to be able to go in the yard and play with them. You want to be able to go to their graduation. You want to be around for them.
PoPolitickin.com.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.